morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. It's Friday. It's the start of the Euros. It seems like a lifetime, but it's also the opening day of the transfer window. So all the speculation is going to get ramped up. We're going to be linked to everyone, and who knows what's going to happen. But yeah, it's all happening today. Euro starts, and so does the transfer window. So it's exciting times. I'm joined, as always, every day now. I don't even need to say it. Permanent fixture by Jimbo. You all right, Jimbo?
Yeah, I'm excellent. Happy the window's open and happy the Euros is starting.
Yeah,
More, more, more football.
I think a lot of us have missed the football, to be fair. Obviously, different time for us today, 11:30, but we are out later, so we thought we'd come on a bit earlier and do our show now. But there's only a couple in the chat in a minute, so we will say good morning to them. So good morning to you, Dragon D's Nuts. Hope you are doing well. Good to see you. Also, a very good morning, Shemtan. Hope you're well, lovely. Always good to see you. My internet looks like it's going to play up today. It keeps flashing up that it's a poor signal, but hopefully it will survive the stream. So yeah, we've got a few things to talk about today. Obviously, we will start talking about the Euros, but we're going to do some transfer news first. Big up to you, Richard. Says, good morning, Kate and Jimbo. Could you please provide an analysis of Tottenham Hotspur upcoming season under the management of Ange and the club board of directors? Where is Jimbo taking you on holiday? Yes, still need that holiday. It will come. The best things come to those who wait. But as far as the new season, going to be a tricky one. I think this is something we will look at doing on a show, an analysis of how we think next year will go. But I think it's important to wait until we get the players in that we need and that we want to decide how we think we're going to do. Do you agree, Jimbo?
Yeah. Yeah, we need to see who comes in first and who goes. I think before we really can analyse next season. But the quad is on.
But yeah, apparently the quad is on. But this will be a show that we will do with our predictions of what the new season will bring. We have got Shemtan saying, are you early today because you're going to jump on the Just a Girl Who Loves Spurs company jet to Germany? Yeah, I mean, I was talking to Terry last night and the football terrorist mob are all off to Germany. Thanks for the invite, Terry. But no, it's good luck to anyone who's going out there. Hope you enjoy it. And it's not a waste of time. Big up, Benny. Hope you're well. He's on the whiskey already. What's going on? The transfer window.
You crack on and enjoy it, Ben.
Graham's here. Says, hi, Kate and Jim. Windows open and we have not signed Messi, Ronaldo, and Mbappe. That's it. I've had enough of this club. Everybody and everything out. Yes. Yes. Braithwaite is too much for 80 million. Another Maguire vibe. Yeah, we are going to go into that. So let's get started. First things first. Obviously, with Šeško deciding to stay at RB Leipzig, Arsenal are still searching for a striker, even though they scored 91 goals last season. Apparently, their interests have now turned to Osimhen or Gyökeres to Arsenal. Obviously, Osimhen has got something like 120, 130 million pound release clause, which is bonkers. And Gyökeres is currently injured at the minute, but they are being linked to both. Can you see either of these happening, Jimbo?
Well, Arsenal are a funny club, aren't they, when it comes to transfers? They don't mind laying out the money, so it wouldn't surprise me if they did a deal for one of them and brought them in. Well, what's the other one's price, Kate?
Gyökeres, I think it's going to be 50-60 million, I believe.
It wouldn't surprise me if they bought one of them. What's that?
100 million to Arsenal for Osimhen. Okay.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. Well, they bought Rice, and they coughed up the money. So it wouldn't surprise me at all. I mean, and look, you got to look with Arsenal, right? Is they don't need to make many changes. It's not like us. We need 4 or 5. Arsenal don't. They've got a very good squad, haven't they? So
Yeah,
they can afford to bring in 1, 2, and make that and make them a lot stronger.
yeah.
So they're probably better off going for a top player.
Big up Drew, la la. Good to see you, my darling. Hope you're well. It says here, I mean, I personally, number one, I don't rate Osimhen to the level of that sort of money. I don't think Arsenal really need to be spending that much on a striker when they've scored 91 goals last season. But I mean, like you say,
Look,
they're not scared to splash the cash if they really think they want the player. So big
all
up
right,
Angus.
right, mate. If I was Arsenal, right, I think that they've. I mean, Angus is here. He can correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think they need to do a lot to make themselves a lot better. If I was them, I would go all out to get Isaac.
Yeah,
I would just get him to the club because he will be the difference between. I mean, imagine how they had him last year. They would have won the league.
well, that's the thing. If they're going to pay 100 million for Osimhen, there's talk that you can get Isak out of Newcastle for 100 to 120 mil. He's proven in the Premier League. We all know he's so clinical. That would be my preference. But
And he's not that
who
old, is he,
knows?
Kate?
Ooh, Isak.
Yeah.
Let me get his age. I
I
think it's
think he's
20.
24, 25.
I was going to say 26, but oh, he's 24. So
Yeah.
yeah, 25 this year.
I mean, if they got Isak, I mean that's frightening. And even look, and Anthony says Tony as well. I think Tony would fit in there well. I really do,
Yeah.
and I think he'd score him a lot of goals. I think if they had Tony last season, they'd have won the league. So maybe they haven't got to go all out and buy Isak and spend 120 million. Get Tony for 40 or 50.
Yeah. Does Ange watch this channel and take note of what Kate and Jimbo speak the truth? Let's hope so. I was thinking Isak money for Jesus. Amelia's still in bed, the lazy little moo bag. Graham says Arsenal are sadly in a great position. They have taken time to build a squad so they can spend big on a striker. They will certainly be a force next season, though it pains me to say it. I do kind of feel that Tony is being overlooked and not disrespected, but let's put it this way. Obviously, you can't, it's ifs, buts, and monkey nuts, but had the whole gambling thing not come up, he probably would be one of the most sought after properties in the Premier League this transfer window. Excuse me. Do you think clubs are holding back Jimbo because they're worried that it could happen again with his gambling?
No, I don't think so. I think it's dropped his price. Okay, I think it's dropped his price. Him doing that, it had you're right beyond. I think it's dropped his price, but look, I think he'd fit in at Arsenal perfectly, and I think he'd fit in with us as well. I think he will end up at Arsenal or at us. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if they try to do a deal for Isak, and if they can't get it done, go and buy Tony. Yeah,
I think Tony's going to end up at West Ham. I've just got a funny feeling. I don't know
yeah,
why.
I've seen that written around a lot.
Yeah.
But I don't know if he'd want to go there. If you want to know the truth, he says he wants to leave Brentford to win trophies. You know, they won one trophy in the last, what is it, 60 years or something.
Yeah, but why would he come to Spurs then?
Well, because we were a team that won trophies. It's only that we've backed up a bit, but we're in a good position now. We're in a good position now. You're right, Lee. To spend some money and get some players in and kick on.
Lee, do you want to know something? You would think it is February, the weather. I don't know what is going on. I don't know where summer's gone. I'm back with long trousers and jumpers on. It's just not cricket. I don't know what's happening. Tony wouldn't get on with Mikel. He doesn't like the ego. Well, you could say that about Ange as well, but I don't know. We'll see. I think Tony's going to be really interesting to see where he goes.
Yeah, it will be.
Let's
Yeah,
be honest. He's an improvement on Richarlison. So, I wouldn't mind him at Spurs at all. Brentford wants 60 mil for Tony. Yeah, but I reckon you could get him out of Brentford for less than that because he wants to go. He's basically said his goodbyes to the fans. So I think if you came in with a 50 mil, you're going to get him for that.
I think even maybe a bit less, Kate.
Yeah, 45?
Yeah, I think 40, 45 will get him.
Maybe if you went in for like 40, 45 with add-ons, like say, for instance, if we got in Champions League, if he scores this many goals, maybe you could get him out because that's a lot of money for a team like Brentford.
Yeah, but you got to remember as well, right? His age is 28.
29.
Right? 29. So he's 29, and he does bring a little bit of baggage.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they're not queuing up for him, are they?
No, 28. He's 29 in March. So, yeah, he's 28. Sorry. I think we had this discussion the other day. Big up Harmless Potato. Hope you're well. I want a winger and a midfielder because Partey is apparently advanced talks. Yeah, I've got that to talk about as well. But yeah, that's apparently close. Isak to Spurs apparently. Oh, don't even say it. I know you're being sarcastic, but how lovely would that be? I can see Tony at West Ham, but they won't be paying 60. No. Big up Lee, Prue. Welcome back to the lovely but miserable UK. Good afternoon. No, still good morning. Good morning, Jess. Hope you're well, lovey. Good to see you. His form has dropped massively. Yeah, I agree. I don't think Tony's hit the levels, but that's not to say he can't go back to those levels. It's a funny one. It's a funny one. I just think if you're looking to spend out on a striker and you want to spend, you're willing to look at strikers in that price bracket. Tony is proven, but again, it'll be another one that we've got to watch and see what happens. I honestly thought Sesko would go to Arsenal, and then he decided to stay where he was. So, be interesting to see where that one goes. I'm just glad that the window's finally open, so we actually get to see things moving, rather than just there being sort of chat about this, that, and t'other. But yeah, sorry, I'm reading stories while I'm doing it, and got my Twitter open. I've only been here for 2 minutes. You're already saying people are better than Richie. What happened in your words, Auntie Kate, to King Richie? Sorry, Lee, to upset you, but it's a fact. Arteta can only handle players that can control because he can't handle the big players. Interesting. I want someone younger. Yeah, you've got to look at if you go for Tony, it is a sort of short-termish thing.
Yeah, it's a few years, isn't it?
Yeah, big up David Shear. Good to see you, sir. Hope you're well.
David.
Not seen you for a little while. But yeah, so we'll see where that goes. This news broke last night. Man United and Liverpool have joined the race to sign Lille wonderkid Leny Yoro, despite Real Madrid being firm favourites to sign him. The Athletic have reported that both Premier League clubs are actively pursuing the 18-year-old centre-back who's received rave reviews in France. PSG are keen, but there's an acceptance from those with knowledge that Yoro is most likely to end up in Madrid. Now, Yoro was actually at the Champions League final and celebrating with the Madrid players. So is there any argument that United or Liverpool have got as much or more pull than Madrid, Jim? Or do you think if Madrid come knocking, you go?
No, I mean, look, let's be honest. The Liverpool are going to be in a bit of a quandary in a minute because new manager. I don't know what players are staying and going. So they're in a bit of a no man's land at the minute until they sort themselves out. Man United are still Man United, but they haven't got the pull that they had before.
Yeah.
Under Sir Alex. If it was them days, I would say it was a 50-50. But when Madrid come calling, people go, don't they? It's just the way it is.
It does appear that way. I mean,
15-time Champions League winners.
Yeah,
that's his own.
I think that's why they are who they are. And like you say, this also broke last night that Chelsea have made their first move for Elise despite investing heavily in the right-sided position, Chelsea have earmarked the Crystal Palace versatile 22-year-old in Enzo Maresca's team for next season. They're desperate to beat Man United, Man City, Arsenal, and Liverpool. And now today, Bayern Munich, as well as Newcastle, are all in. Elise has come out and said he wants to play in the Champions League, which is peculiar because Chelsea aren't in the Champions League, Man United aren't in the Champions League. So, but Palace will only, Palace will only listen to offers between 60 and 70 million. Where do you see Elise going, Jim, if you see him going?
That's a hard one for me, Kate, because if he wants Champions League, it's not going to be any of them teams apart from Bayern, is it? So
no,
it's a difficult one because he's going to have his choice. He's going to have his choice of where he wants to go. There's no club that can turn him down, is there?
No.
So it's a hard one for me, but I'll be surprised if he ends up at Chelsea. I really would. I could see him more at United than Chelsea.
I think he'll end up at Chelsea purely because he wants to stay in. He wants to stay in London.
All right.
His family are all in London, so I do. That's where I see him going. But for him to come out and say he wants to play in the Champions League, unless he believes he is the player to get them back in the Champions League. But yeah, I mean, as Angus said, if we were to get Elise, it'd be great competition for Saka. I mean, it makes you wonder why Arsenal haven't really gone in for him, as far as we know. Not seriously. I mean, Chelsea have approached Palace already. This is the thing. This is what I said to you this morning. Chelsea have already approached Palace for Elise. Tottenham need to go in and get Eze done, because if they sign Elise, Arsenal, Chelsea, whoever Elise goes to, Palace are going to be more reluctant to let Eze go, in my opinion, and could possibly try and hold out for more money, particularly if he has a fantastic Euros. So I think we need to go in, make the bid for Eze, get it done as soon as possible.
Have they not both got release clauses?
Yeah, both about 60 million. David, the window opens today. It's open. It's not tomorrow. It's today. It's open. So yeah, I think Tottenham need to move quick if they want Eze. If they're serious, if that is our number one target, I think we need to get it done.
How's Chelsea spending 60, 70 million on one player?
Well, they sold some shares yesterday in the ladies' team for £21 million. Because it was on
his leg.
Yeah. If Chelsea get Elise, I think Chelsea will challenge and come above Tottenham, Man U, Liverpool, and even Arsenal. Wow. That's a big call.
Especially coming from an Arsenal guy.
Yeah. Well, until he's holding up that shirt, I'm not getting excited, David. Go on, Jim.
Well, I was up at 5 this morning and I was on exploring all things football, as I do when I get up early. And I watched 2 reports this morning saying that Man United are reining in how much they're going to spend and what wages they're going to put a cap on wages.
Right.
So they're going to slowly get rid of all the people on big money and bring in younger players on smaller wages and buy cheaper transfers. And this is Jim Ratcliffe's new strategy. So according to the two of the reports that I watched this morning, they're not going to be spending massive money on players. Okay,
interesting. Chelsea boy says we don't even need Elise, better off getting a left-sided player. I think everybody needs Elise. He's such a good player. Yeah. I mean, Newcastle have come out and said that they will go in for Madueke if Elise goes to Chelsea. So it's one of those where it's like a chain with the houses. If one thing happens, it could trigger something else happening.
Yeah, but, that's every window that happens.
Yeah, big up Rinketic. Hope you're well. the transfer window's open. Has Romano give us the here we go for Messi and Mbappe yet? He's give us the fact that Mbappe is going to be unveiled in Real Madrid next month. Apparently, we're going in for a marquee player. Who would you want us to sign?
Eze.
Yeah, I really want Eze. I really would like Zubimendi, but he looks close to Arsenal again. So I don't know.
He looks close to where?
He looks like he's going to Arsenal with Thomas Partey close to leaving to go to Saudi. Zubimendi looks like he could go to Arsenal.
Anthony.
Where's the next story I wanted to talk about?
I'm not delusional by all them Arteta fanboys.
Tottenham ponder Tammy Abraham move amid Dominic Solanke approach. I don't believe this is true. It says Spurs are on the lookout for reinforcements up front to provide competition for Son, and with the club willing to listen to offers for Richie. According to TalkSport, Tottenham are weighing up a cut price £28 million move for ex-Chelsea frontman Tammy Abraham at Roma. The report adds that Spurs have also lodged an early inquiry with Bournemouth over the availability of Dominic Solanke. Villa, Everton, West Ham are also linked with Abraham, while there are more than a few clubs eyeing up Solanke after his 21-goal season on the South Coast. Jim, either you interested in neither? What do you think?
Do you know what, Kay? Tammy Abraham, I don't know really, because I haven't seen. I know that he scored 1 goal last season, but he was injured most of the season. I saw that this morning on one of the podcasts I watched. So he had a bad season last season through injury. But is he an upgrade on Richie? I don't think so. So
I don't rate him. I mean, Ben's saying he rates him. I think it's so embarrassing we're even linked to Tammy Abraham. I don't rate him in the slightest. And another ex-Chelsea player. As for Solanke, I'd rather have Tony. For me.
Well, Solanke's only really done it 1 season, hasn't he? He's had 1 really good season. So he's a bit of an unknown, really. He's had a good season. He could carry on. And there's nothing to say he's not going to have a move on from here, crack on from here. But I don't know. I just think we need better players than Tammy Abraham and Solanke if we want to kick on and move forward.
Especially with the likes of Arsenal being linked to Osimhen and Gyökeres. You know, it's not the same level, is it? But yes, 65 mil for Solanke.
It's too much. Yeah, you're right. It's miles too much. But it's not. It's not going to inspire the fans, is it? It's not going to get the fans off the seat.
No.
Cheering Levy's name for doing such good signings.
I don't think Tony's Deadwood. I think that's really harsh, David. I think he's such a good little player. It's just the whole gambling thing.
But
he's a lot more technical than Richarlison.
Let's be honest. People are allowed to make mistakes in life. It's what we all do. Is there a person on the planet that has made a mistake in life? Of course, there's not. I mean, we got to get past that gambling thing. It's not like he's killed someone. He gambled his money away, right? It's not like the end of the world, is it? I mean,
he didn't gamble his money away. He did match fixing, basically.
All right. Well, whatever he did, it's not. He hasn't killed anyone, has he? Let's move on from that. And so he's probably sorted himself out with that. So I know he's had help.
Samantha, there is a gentleman's agreement in place that Eze is allowed to leave this window no matter what. So I don't know whether the selling of Elise will make a difference. But as I just said, I do think Tottenham need to move quickly for Eze. Because if he has a sensational Euros, the price is going to go up for a start.
Yeah.
But good strikers are like rocking horse shit, so I'm not expecting much. Yeah. This is true, and there's a lot of people that need one as well.
What rocking horse shit?
Ains don't like Richie, so I expect he'll be gone. Tony's a baller. How's Jim?
I'm good, thank you. David, how are you? I'm good. Thank you very much for asking.
So yeah, I think this is fake news. You want to know the truth. But a bit of news that hopefully isn't fake. Top Turkish rivals battling for Tottenham's Højbjerg. Please, Allah, please, God, please, anyone, make this true. Newly appointed Fenerbahce boss Jose Mourinho is ready to battle bitter rivals Galatasaray to sign Pierre-Emile Højbjerg. Højbjerg, 28, is available this summer, and Turkish outlet Takvim claim both Istanbul clubs want the Denmark international midfielder. Listen, if they want to start a bidding war, let's bring it on, I say. The fact we've got two clubs interested, Jim, do you see Højbjerg going this window?
Højbjerg will go this window because he wants to play first team football, and it's going to be limited at Tottenham like it was last season.
Yeah.
And look, at the end of the day, he's not the worst footballer in the world, is he? He does a job for managers like Mourinho and Conte, who it suits his football. So he's doing well for his country. So yeah, I can see him definitely going.
Yeah, there is that. Højbjerg has to want to go to Turkey. That's the issue. Ben thinks Napoli will come in. I personally think maybe it relished the idea of working for Jose Mourinho again, because without doubt, he got probably the best in him. He got the best out of him, Mourinho. So I think maybe he relished the thought of going back over and working with him.
And he's going to have a chance of winning trophies as well.
Of course, yeah. Yeah, he is his kind of player, 100%. Not likely to want Turkey. Only Mourinho in the equation makes it plausible. That's the thing. Send Pierre over there on the Midnight Express. If you could choose between Solanke, Abraham, and Kyogo, who would you sign?
Kyogo.
I think if I had to pick out them, I don't want any of them.
Angus, that's not a very nice pick. Why couldn't you put three really good players in there?
Or put Tony in there. But I think out of them three, I'd probably go Abraham. And I don't really like any of them. I think Kyogo's brilliant. I just don't think he's cut out for the Premier League.
Well, you don't know that until he comes and tries.
No, this is true. Yeah, Jim, I'll come to you with this one. Romero, apparently Real Madrid have said that he's top of their list. They want him. What's your thoughts? Do you think he could leave?
Samantha, you're naughty bringing this up. I'm going to say what is in my heart, not what's in my head, as I normally do. And I'm going to say that he won't go, he'll stay.
So hang on, we've just had a full conversation that if Real Madrid come knocking, you go. But you're saying Romero won't go.
Well, I don't think Tottenham will let him go. That's a different matter. I think the Tottenham I think they'll play real hardball, and if he goes, it's going to be a lot of money.
So if they came in for Romero with, say, 80, 90 million, you're going to sell him?
I think he's gone.
Yeah. I actually think if Real Madrid come in and they're willing to pay, he will go, and I don't really care if he goes. I like him. I think he's shown his worth. But if he doesn't want to play for us, I don't want to keep him. But it'd be interesting, as we've said all morning since we started. If Real Madrid come for you, it's extremely difficult to say no. So we'll see. Big up, Jose. Hope you're well, my darling. Good to see you. Exactly that, Samantha. How can you turn down Real Madrid? Robertson came from the Scottish League 2K. Tony have been touted 40 million, now Spurs are interested at 60 million. It's like the Raya situation again. Yeah. They've shut all the doors on that one. Well, we'll see. It's hard to shut Real Madrid up. Yeah, I agree. It's got to be minimum 80 mil. If Romero went, I'd want De Ligt. Yeah, I mean, Man United will link with him. However, they're going in for this Branthwaite, which I will talk about in a minute. Jose, what's your British? Oh, sorry. Big up Joey Barton. Long time no see. And yes, you did tell us about Romero months ago, but he hasn't gone yet. But yes, you did say it. but whether he goes is another thing. But it's good to see you back. I hope
Right,
you're doing
Joey.
well. Seriously, how can you rate Timo that couldn't organise a shag and a brothel but not rate Richie? Richie isn't very good, Lee. Sorry.
No, I
If we get
disagree there. I disagree. Richie does a job for us, and he will do a job for us. I
80,
don't
but
think
we
he'll be
can get
sold.
better. We can get better.
Yeah, I'm not saying we can't, but he's still good to have in the squad.
If we get 80 mil for Romero, we should match United's bid for Branthwaite. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, this is true as well. De Ligt can't be that good. He was benched by Dyer. Everyone, please smash the likes up. They can't afford Branthwaite. They want 80 mil. Big up, Ed. Hope you're doing well. This was the next subject, moving swiftly along. United, obviously, like I say, they were in for De Ligt. They wanted him. As far as we knew, it was all that was going to be their target. And then they're making a formal approach for Everton's Branthwaite, which, I mean, he's 21. Looks like a very good player. They said personal terms not expected to be an issue. Central defence is a priority with Varane leaving this summer. He got 3 goals last season, 66 tackles, 50 interceptions, 95 aerial duels won, 82 clearances. 80 million for a 21-year-old is a lot of money, but he looks like a good prospect. I mean, have you got any thoughts on it, Jimbo?
Well, it goes against everything that I watched this morning, Kate, about United changing their structure. It looks like they're going to go down a different path under this Ratcliffe with their spending, and it's not like just one person I've seen reporting on it. It's a few people that he's going to put a wage cap on their wages, so there's none of this people getting 350, 400,000 pound a week, and he wants to start building a younger team.
Yeah.
But not spending massive money on players, on one single player. So it just goes against everything that I've been seeing.
Yeah, but what you've got to look at is if they're going to spend, someone said here that Harrison says that United won't offer anything over 60 for him, and Dr. Johnny says 80 mil for a prospect with 150 grand a week. What you've got to look at is they're not going to have to pay it all in one go. They can spread it out. And this guy, if he's going to be as good as, I mean, he looks good. If he's going to reach those heights, they're going to have sort of minimum of a decade out of this kid. But it is, like you say, it's a hell of a lot of money.
Well, I mean, I don't know the ins and outs of United. Morning, I don't know, but I can only tell you what I've been watching and reading, and that's they seem to want to go down a different path under Ratcliffe. So that remains to be seen.
But yeah, of course you're playing for potential, 100%. But there's still a risk there because if he got a really serious injury, or if playing for Everton is completely different from playing for Man United. So, but it's one that looks like it could happen. It's just going to be dependent on the price. And we'll see. Again, another one to keep your eyes out for. This is another one that I mentioned. They want Elise Newcastle. If that fails and Chelsea get him, they are favourites to get him, Chelsea. Then Newcastle are going to go in for Madueke. So, that's a bit. I don't know if Chelsea will let him go, but that's a rumour. I mean, Chelsea are linked to everyone at the minute. I don't understand where they're getting their money from. But there you go. Big up Ronnie. Says Romero could leave in the future for Madrid, but Tottenham's stance for this coming season is not to sell any top players. Yeah, please, Angus, let us know what news you've got. This is quite a surprising one. Chelsea have come in for Duran from Aston Villa. With all the strikers that are out there, Chelsea going in for him is, well, I think it's a little bit strange. But they did say when I was reading about Johan Langer or Lang or Lange or however you say it, they said Duran will end up being his greatest signing. He's valued at 42 million. Joined from Chicago Fire for 14 million in January 2023, becoming the second most expensive sale in MLS history at that time. He's barely played under Emery. Looking at a possible swap deal involving Gallagher. However, Villa need the cash apparently to comply with PSR, so may not be open to that. Particularly as they've done that swap deal with Juve for Douglas Luiz, which is bonkers. Again, another deal I can't get my head around at all. But yeah, apparently the fee's been agreed for Duran, and they're just negotiating personal terms. I mean, when this guy come in, there was a lot of talk that he was going to be the next big thing, but he hasn't really got any game time under Emery. But I just don't know. This is kind of a bit of a strange one for me, Jimbo. I don't know whether you've got any thoughts.
I mean, I just but when it comes to Chelsea, nothing surprises me. It just doesn't anymore.
Yeah, there is that. But yeah, I mean, he's good in the air, yet not a starter. Well behind Watkins. Apparently Kieran Tierney to Celtic is close. Oh, okay. Chelsea are giving longer contracts, so the fee is spread. Yeah, but Drula, they've put a new law in place about this because this is how Chelsea were getting around it, and they've changed the rules. I'm not sure exactly how they've changed them, but I did read something about this. So they can't get away with doing 8-year contracts anymore. But I just find it strange they're linked with him. Like I say, with all the players that are around, to be linked with Duran just is a little bit baffling to me. But Crystal Palace have signed a defender today from Barcelona. I've got to get his name up. I forgot what his name is. I know it's Riyad, but he's got a funny name. Chadi Riyad or something.
Shaggy.
Sorry. Who? Who?
Did you say Shaggy?
No, I said Chaddy or something it is. I can't find it now. Obviously, Newcastle signed Lloyd Kelly, so that's one that we were interested in, apparently, which isn't going to happen. Which I know that Sean over at Spurs Talk Show is a little bit gutted about. He was hoping we might get Lloyd Kelly, which I don't particularly rate him, but
Cooper was as well. Cooper spoke highly of him as well.
Yeah, I know. Chadi Riyad. He's 19-year-old, I think. 19 or 20. He's Moroccan international, signed a 5-year contract at Selhurst Park. It's the first signing under their manager. 15 million euros. I can't say I know anything about this kid.
Angus is saying he's from Real Betis, not Barcelona.
What? No, he's from Barcelona. Maybe he was on loan to Betis, but he's a Barcelona player. So I don't know where that is, but big up Taku. No, he's definitely from Barca. I've just checked. But like I say, could have been on loan there. Davison Skip apparently might be going Leeds. Yep, I have heard that. Dougie Friedman, the Palace sporting director, is very good. He turned down Newcastle. Ben wants Calif. I can't say that name. Calafiori.
Calafiori.
Because his name. Calafiori. Calafiori. Defender. Yeah, he was on loan at Betis. There we go. And Lloyd Kelly is for free was a good option as homegrown and could cover Van der Ven and Udogie.
Yeah.
Well, he has officially gone to Newcastle. Angus has said, if Arsenal signed Eze, how would you feel?
I'd be gutted, but do you know what? I also saw Slater. What's his name? Barnaby Slater this morning. I watched him, and he said that he thinks that a lot of the crap that's happened at Tottenham was to do with Joe Lewis, and he said that Redknapp has come out and said that it wasn't Levy that sacked him, it was Lewis. That he's got a very good relationship with Levy and it wasn't anything to do with him. And he thinks that a lot of the crap that has happened at Tottenham is Joe Lewis was behind it, and Levy was the front man who took all the stick. So this summer, right, we will see, because Lewis is nothing to do with it now. So we will see this summer.
Big up, Vater. Hope you're well, sir. Great to catch your show live. Despite your dislike on my club, I'm here to like your show. It's not that I dislike Manchester City. I just think if you've cheated, I can't deal with cheats. So I don't dislike you. I've always actually really had a soft spot for City, enjoyed watching the Aguero moments. I just have this dislike for the cheating accusations, and now, of course, this business with them suing the Premier League. So it's just I don't like cheats. It's nothing personal against Man City. It would be the same whoever it was. But good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Not seen you on the terrace in a while.
So can I what I was going to say was, I just finished what I was saying. So players like Eze, right, we should be getting into the club.
Yeah.
So there should be no messing around. We should be going out and getting him.
This is what I'm saying. I mean, if Arsenal got Eze, I'd be distraught, because we need to be going out and getting him now, not effing about. Lewis the crook sacking Redknapp for being a crook doesn't add up. People will find any reason to stick up for Levy. Must have been Joe Lewis who sacked Yol at half time. No, I don't think we're sticking up for him. This is what's come out in an interview. That was all.
Yeah, I just watched it this morning, and I never had an absolute ditch about any of that till I watched it this morning.
You could turn that round the other way, Love Spurs, and say people will always find a way to say, well, that's a load of rubbish. That it was definitely Levy if they're Levy out. So you could turn that the other way as well. Big up, Cassandra. Good to see you. Yep, smash them likes up. Last season, City was your second team because they were versus us for the league. Well, I did say many a time it's hard for me to call for them because of their cheating accusations. It's, you know, I just don't like cheats. Big up, Steve. Hope you're well. He came through our academy and he's an Arsenal fan as well. Apparently so. But then you were getting Mbappe. I'm going to make sure I mention that every time you're in the room, Angus. No one knows what goes on. I really believe nobody really knows. Thomas Partey apparently close to signing a deal to move to Saudi Arabia. Let's be honest, he's had a troubled past, shall we say. His private life has brought trouble his way. And yeah, I think that's kind of tarnished his reputation as a good player. I don't know if anybody else agrees. Just quickly, Ben, it's just come through not long ago that Arsenal are urged to make the perfect transfer of Riccardo Calafiori from Bologna. So that's weird that you said it, and it's just come through that Arsenal are interested in him.
I mean, we've got to give Arsenal a bit of praise here, because they're getting rid of him, and so they should. So
yeah, but to be fair, Jim, I don't know if they're getting rid of him because of that. He's injured all the time as well.
Or is he injured, Kate?
Oh, are you suggesting there could be a conspiracy?
I saw Arsenal fans last season saying he weren't injured; they just weren't playing him because of all the background noise. So, yeah. But look, that's one thing I will give Arteta credit for. He don't mess. Yeah, I agree with that. Love Spurs. He don't mess around when there's players giving them bad vibes or not doing as they're told. He gets rid of them, and that's how clubs should be run.
Do you use the accent? Yes, I'd have a pizza with extra cheese and mushroom. I'm good, aren't I? Another Spurs station saying Spurs are signing Eze. Well, we are front runners, but there's nothing concrete yet. And I've got Romano and Ornstein. All their things come through, and nothing. Excuse me, nothing's concrete. Yeah, so if Arsenal get Calafiori, it's Ben's fault. What realistic players do you want Spurs to sign, and what Spurs players would you sell? I will answer that shortly. I just want to get through these stories. It says Thomas Partey is closing in on a summer departure from Arsenal, with Martin Zubimendi lined up as his replacement. It's claimed that the Ghana midfielder is in talks over a hugely lucrative switch to Saudi. They say that Arsenal set an asking price of around 25 mil. They add that the Gunners want to finally sign their long-term target, Zubimendi of Real Sociedad. He would be 1,000,000% one of my absolute dream target players. I just think he's magnificent. But Arsenal have been after him for ages, so maybe they're finally going to get it over the line. We shall see. Those are the transfer stories that I've got to cover. Which we've done, but I've got a couple of questions. Done that one.
Just see what Angus has put.
What?
He's put.
Oh, Zubimendi said he doesn't want to leave Spain. Okay.
Mm.
I agree. Arteta got rid of Aubameyang before Arteta came. He scored a lot. He was late for training. Coaches should not let players walk all over them. Yeah. Mikel has a really good relationship with him. Right. My question. What realistic players do you want Spurs to sign, and what Spurs players would you sell?
God. Eze, definitely top of the list.
Let's go for who we'd like to sign first.
Eze.
Yep.
A striker, but I'm not sure which one.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind Tony. If Tony come in, I wouldn't be disappointed.
Big up, Martin. Thank you for the super chat. Since me and Jimbo have been offered to Saudi.
Well, I worked out there for a long time, so I know what to expect. Who else, Kate?
So we've got Eze and Tony would be nice, and I would like Zubimendi.
I know that.
Yeah, Matoma, Wissa, another great player from Wissa is that Palace? No. I'm trying to think who Wissa plays for. It's not Brentford, is it?
Yeah, I just put PSV.
No, that's FIFA. I'm talking about Wissa. He's in the Premier League. Oh, it is Brentford. I'd love him. He's brilliant. From in the know from my club, July will be going for Isak apparently. Gallagher is a Tony for me. Oh no, I don't want Gallagher.
Do you know what, Kate? I think I would like Gallagher.
No,
if he could come and give us his all, I would like him. But everybody's saying he wouldn't give his all for us. But I don't think that's true. I think once a player signs for a club, they want to win things, so they will give their all.
No,
I know you don't.
I do not want Gallagher at all. I would like Tony, Eze, Zubimendi, and
Kimmich.
Who?
Kimmich from Bayern.
Yeah, I don't think we could get him.
He's up for sale as well, they reckon.
I don't know who else. We need to get some backup in the defence as well. Yeah, Takefusa Kubo. Takefusa Kubo. I did read about him. Loose links to Spurs. Let me see if there's any more developments on there. I did see that yesterday.
I just seen what Harrison's put.
Sancho. Too much money.
I like Sancho, but do you know, it's funny you saying that, Harrison. I watched a video on him this morning. And he come on for United, and oh my God, they subbed him after 30. He was on for 30 minutes, and then he come on as a sub, and they subbed him. Oh my God, he was so bad. But they were saying it's because he hadn't been playing football, and he had problems with Ten Hag. But it was honestly, it was like he'd never kicked a ball before. But I do. I mean, the Sancho before that I really liked him. But it's funny in mentioning that because as I said, I watched the video, and it was absolutely pathetic. I tell you what, I could have gone on there done better than what he done.
It's saying here that Ange Postecoglou really wants that Takefusa Kubo as a right winger, and it says it would cause problems for Brennan Johnson. But he's really, really, really keen on this guy, saying that they want £51 million release clause. It's only 23.
Where is he now?
Interesting. Another one to watch. Real Sociedad. My guess Kimmich is eyeing a move to Barca. Yeah. Yeah, that'd be nice. Big up Luton Dan says, big up Kate and Jim. Big up sorry, got things going on, so not been on much. I want Eze, Elise, Branthwaite, and if Romero goes, I'd like to use that 100 million on more quality. Yeah, I mean Branthwaite never gonna happen, I don't think.
Yeah, that's a nice shopping window.
Or
I like
Elise.
that one. I wish Luton Dan was doing our transfers.
Tottenham should go for Rashford again. I mean, I don't rate Rashford as much as some people do, but he's on 300 and something thousand a week. Can't afford that. Leave it, have a heart attack. What do you think, Joe? A lot of Arsenal fans are saying they'd like Rashford.
No, he's not for me. I know Ben likes him. Ben would like him.
Yeah. Sancho told the manager he doesn't want to play on the right, so that's why they rushed to get Anthony. Needs to steer clear. See to the fourth. Kubo is excellent, unbelievable. Kubo signed for Madrid at 18, amazing. He left for game time, but they wanted to keep him. Yeah, a lot of people really rate this kid. So
I don't know enough about him to say yes or no.
We're going to get ice cream this afternoon as well. She didn't go yesterday, so we'll just pretend it's sunny. Plenty of kids in N17 need free school dinner. I think we can bid for Rafinha from Barcelona, a good touchline winger who can beat his man. I'd like him. Branthwaite likely to go to United. Won't happen yet, exactly. All good. Euro start today. Who do you think will be in the Euros final? I think France versus Holland. I'm going France versus Germany.
Well, it depends how the draw pans out, doesn't it?
Well, have a guess who you think it'll be.
I think it'll be England and France.
England? I'll be surprised if we get out of the group.
I mean, can they meet before that? I don't know. I haven't really looked at the draw. But why not England? Well, why? We got a good team.
We're rubbish. With a rubbish manager. That's why. I think France win the whole thing as well.
Yeah, I knew you liked him, Ben.
I think Mbappe gets the golden boot. But we'll see. It's ice cream melting season here. Jimbo will have his strawberry all over his new tattoo.
Yeah.
Jim, I think you meant to say Spain. Yeah, Jose's back in the Spain. I don't think Spain will get to the final, but you never know. Ange will learn for next season after getting experience last year. He will improve and see games out. They've got results against top teams. Yeah. Obviously. Sorry, I'm trying to get my banners up and they're all over the place.
Has Saliba not been linked to anyone?
Real Madrid, but I don't think it'll happen this year. But again, let me tell you something now. If Saliba plays out of his box this tournament, you watch Real Madrid come in for Saliba. Because they want a defender. If Tottenham are really shutting the door on the whole Romero thing, then they might move to Saliba. And how does it, again, Saliba, how do you turn down Real Madrid? You're guaranteed to win trophies. But we'll see. Big up, Adrian. Good to see you, sir. If England finish top of group, we don't play a top 10 team until the semis if results go as expected. But if we come second, we're likely to get Germany in the round of 16. Oh, God. Saliba, 150 mil. apparently. Turkey. Ange said he doesn't expect for second or top four. That's mentally going for top trophies hard, just about improving game after game. I knew we would be good after he left Celtic. Yeah, I mean, Ange, it's going to be an interesting season. He's got a lot more pressure this year. He's not going to get that, oh, it's his first season excuse. He's going to be expected to deliver. So it'll be interesting to see whether he becomes a bit more flexible with the way he plays and how he plays and changing it up depending on the opposition, or whether he stays being as stubborn as he's been so far. But obviously, Jimbo, Euro 2024 is here. It's finally here. It starts tonight. Obviously, England don't play until Sunday night, 8 o'clock. Before we start, I'm going to ask you, obviously England, we'll be cheering for England. Are you one of these fans that will also be cheering for Scotland, or are you?
No,
yeah.
I'll be cheering for Scotland as well. Definitely.
Yeah,
I want Scotland to do well.
Angus, as a Scotsman, are you going to be cheering for England as well? Let us know, because it seems to be that a lot of English fans will cheer for the United Kingdom, like England, Ireland, Scotland, Wales. I know that they're not all in it, but whereas it tends to be the Scottish fans who don't want to see England do well. So I'll be interested. Italia, says Daniela. They've got a chance, outside chance. How can any Englishman pick a winner between Germany and Scotland? I'm picking Scotland. I want to win, but I think Germany will win.
Yeah, I want Scotland to beat them.
3-1 Germany, says Harrison. I'll be cheering for Scotland as they are 9-1 and I have a tenner on them. Good luck, Destiny. Be good when season starts and watching post-match reactions on the Football Terrace. That'll be good again. Yeah, I miss that. He wants England to do well for Saka, Ramsdale, Rice. Billy Gilmore has said that he believes Scotland are well equipped to defy the odds and spoil Germany's European Championship party. He's insisted the talent level within the Scottish camp should not be underestimated as they prepare to meet the heavily backed hosts. Do you see Scotland having any? Yeah.
Can I just ask, who said they got 9-1? Is that to win the tournament?
Destiny. I don't know. No, that's not to win the tournament. No, that would be, yeah. To win the tournament, they're probably about 150 to 1. I'm a Scotland fan. I'm looking forward to it. I only support us. Not sure how England will do. They take a point. Jim, do you see that Scotland have any chance of getting anything out of this game?
Why not? It's one team against another team. There's always a chance. There's nothing's a foregone conclusion, okay? And they've been doing well. So yeah, of course they can get something out of the game.
So what do you predict the score will be?
Well, I'm gonna go against the odds, and I'm gonna go 2-1 to Scotland. You can shake your head, darling.
I think they've got no chance tonight at all. I think they're going to get spanked. I'm going 4-1 to the Germans. I'm a bit. I don't really get why an Englishman would want Germany to beat Scotland. I don't get that. Even as an Englishman, they want Germany to beat Scotland.
I bet you, if you ask, there's a lot of people in the chat that will want Germany to beat Scotland, and they're English.
Well, whether I want them to, I don't want Germany to beat Scotland. I just personally think that Scotland have got no chance. That's
the
how
only team I want Scotland to lose to is us, the English.
Have faith, aren't you, Kate? England have one of the best strikers the world's ever seen. England have got no chance either of winning it, in my opinion. Scotland struggle because the kilts get in the way. Yeah, I'm going 4-1 to Germany for this one. Then tomorrow at 2:00, we have got Hungary versus Switzerland.
Oh, lovely. I've got. I went into a draw on Tombola, and I got Hungary. So I want Hungary
Oh,
to
okay.
win.
And how do you see that going? Hungary, Switzerland.
Hungary 7-0. No, I'm going to go Hungary 2-1.
I'm going to go draw with that one. 1-1. Then at 5 o'clock tomorrow, we've got Spain and Croatia.
I'm going to go 1-1.
I'm going to go 2-1 to Espanyol. And then tomorrow at 8 p.m, we've got Italy, Albania.
$3-0 Italy.
Yeah, I'm going to say 4-0 Italy. Sunday, Poland versus the Netherlands, 2 o'clock.
Poland versus the Netherlands. 3-1 the Netherlands.
I'm going 2-2 for that one. I should have written all these down. Slovenia versus Denmark.
2-1 Denmark.
Yeah, that's what I'd say. And Serbia versus Inglaterra.
Who?
Serbia versus England.
I know. 3-0 England.
I'm going to go 1-0 England. But
Golden
I
Boot,
suppose
Harry Kane.
the entries have closed now for the winner of the Euros. But good luck to everyone that's gone in for it. Seems to be pretty limited to certain teams. I've got a couple of, I think Italia are going to win. A couple who think Portugal. Then we've got a massive lot of people who think France. Got a few Germanys and a few Englands in there. So yeah, we'll be interesting to see who wins it. And like I say, we do a draw when the team wins, and we'll sort out a prize for you. 2-2 draw the England game, says Love Spurs. Yeah, I mean, I just don't see us having any chance this year. I think we've got Luke Shaw at the back, who hasn't played since February. You've got John Stones at the back, who played 21 minutes in Man City's last 7 games. I just think we look so poor in defence.
Yeah, I agree. The defence don't look great, but it's a one-off tournament, right? And you just don't know, dear. And we got good players, world-class players.
Yeah, but we've also, I think we lack a bit of creativity without the likes of Grealish, Maddison.
I am going to predict something that if we don't
Go
do
on.
well in this tournament, that Southgate gets sacked.
He'll leave anyway,
Or
regardless.
it'll be mutual consent.
Who do you think wins the Golden Boot?
Harry Kane.
Harry Kane. Harry Kane.
Harry Kane, Golden Boot.
I mean, now you've got Cole Palmer, who looks better at taking penalties than Harry Kane. So
no, because Harry Kane missed one penalty, he's all of a sudden he's better to penalty taking than Harry Kane. Do me a favour, darling.
Do me a favour. I mean, I think I'm with Angus. I mean, he's a massive favourite to win the Golden Boot. I think Mbappe, but you have got so many good players. You've got, I mean, Terry on the terrace thinks that Bruno Fernandes is going to have the tournament of his life.
I heard him say that.
You've got Ronaldo, Griezmann. I don't know. There's so many, but I personally think Mbappe will win it. But I think Bruno Fernandes Golden Boot scores every game for Portugal. Yep, Ronaldo. Like you say, you've got Kane. You've got Cole Palmer as well. It's going to be interesting. Oh, I think that's harsh. I think Bruno Fernandes gets so much hate. His numbers are off the charts. I just think people really don't give him enough credit for what he does. Drogba for the Golden Boot. Maybe it'll be Giroud. You never know. He's scored the most goals for France, isn't he? So never know. He isn't crap. I'm sorry, he's not crap. I can't stand
He's
him.
not crap. The thing is with him is we said this, didn't we, last week or this beginning of this week, that because of his antics, he gets a lot of stick. He just stuck to playing football. You know, he's pulled the United out the crap so many times. But he just stuck to playing football and didn't throw himself about and scream at the ref and beg for free kicks and yellow cards and all that. He would be liked a lot more. But he's a good player. We can't say he's not a good player.
I did a little write-up about him. I thought I had it in this book. I can't find it. But his numbers are just unreal. Oh, yeah, look. Bruno Fernandes.
Yeah, I agree with Angus here. Look.
He's the biggest crybaby.
Yeah. This love is quite funny.
Bruno Fernandes. Hang on, Jim. Hang on. Please hang on. I've just found
people are making me laugh. I like putting it up.
Bruno Fernandes has scored 79 goals and 66 assists in 233 games in Old Trafford. That's unbelievable numbers. What's that? We'll do some spread betting on what minute Saka starts limping. Fernandes is better than Martin Odegaard. Chuck Norris is the original GOAT. Well, no, where's Chuck Norris come from? Where's that come from? Bruno has 43
Chuck Norris, did you?
I don't mind him. It's just a bit of a random statement when we're talking about football to come out about Chuck Norris. But then this is just a girl who loves Spurs. Anything can happen. Oh, it's all right. Sorry, I've got a couple of emails. But yeah, I mean, like I say, it's going to be an interesting tournament. Odegaard is miles better than Fernandes, says Angus. Big up GBC fan. Please don't gamble, it'll ruin your life, says Simon. Good advice. If you're going to do it responsibly. Before I haven't really got much else to say. I'm just going to check that there's no breaking news anywhere on the old transfers. Let's have a little look. David Ornstein. Oh, Højbjerg is trending. Why? Why is Højbjerg trending? Let's have a look.
Because he's going.
Well, someone first thing that come up was the sooner Reguilón and Højbjerg piss off, the better. That was the top story there. Mourinho set for transfer battle to reunite with former Spurs star. We must sign Eze Gallagher. No, why? I mean, the whole Emerson Royale as well. He's another one that's meant to be going. I agree with Angus. Fernandes only spams crosses. Odegaard at least picks out great passes. Bruno has captained United to 2 trophies in 2 years. No, Odegaard hasn't won anything in England as a captain. That's very, very, very true. Sorry, I'm just looking at who's trending. It's always interesting who's everyone talking about. Lampard. I don't know why he's trending either. Is he linked to some sort of job? There's a new advert out. New Adidas advert dedicated to Jude Bellingham with the song Hey Jude ahead of Euro 2024 featuring Frank Lampard, David Beckham, Stormzy and Ian Wright. Apparently, so everyone check that out. Seamus Coleman has signed a new deal at Everton, valid till 2025. What a player he has been for Everton. They paid something ridiculous for Seamus Coleman.
35,000 or something, wasn't it? Something ridiculous.
Let's have a look. I need to find the fee. It was something crazy, and he's been there forever. 60,000.
Yeah, I knew it was something low.
Absolutely bonkers. But he signed for another year. Lawyers are currently working on De Zerbi, who is moving to Olympique Marseille, apparently. So they've got to pay compensation to Brighton. No, Emity Cabernet is going to Arsenal, apparently. Do you know we've sent a bid to buy Jed Spence? Yep, I did report that earlier in the week. Interest in Southgate says 80 million. Branthwaite is not ready for an international tournament. Yeah. All Arsenal success is hypothetical. It doesn't actually exist. It's all imaginary. I hate Jude Bellingham. Oh, how can you hate Jude Bellingham? He seems like such a nice guy. I think he gets a real hard rap. Real Madrid remain attentive to Alphonso Davies' situation, depending on what he decides after Bayern's new deal proposal. That's all the latest from Fabrizio. This is what I'm going to have to do every day now. Newcastle and Bayern contact Palace over possibility of signing Elise. So they've both actually contacted Palace as well. So that's 3 clubs that have moved, contacted Palace about Elise. Why aren't Tottenham contacting Palace and getting Eze done over the line?
You don't know that they haven't, do you? It might be being all kept under hush hush.
No, someone always finds out. And you know what? If it's not done soon, it gets snapped up by someone else. That's all I'm saying. It needs. If he's our number 1 target, we need to get it sorted. But yeah, that's it. There's no other news. Really, your cabinet is just full of dust, a bit like yours. Empty Cabernet is a great player. Lee Southgate should be gone after this tournament. Yeah, we don't have to watch his boring style of play anymore. Newcastle and Bayern contacted Palace for Chelsea did. Not according to David Ornstein. According to him, Chelsea contacted first. Exactly what I've been saying, GBC. Massively need to move on Eze because we'd like to sign Eze before Elise goes. And secondly, if Elise goes first, they could play hardball for Eze. And lastly, if he has a great tournament, the interest is going to go even higher. We need to get that sorted. I will go to that in a minute. Afternoon, Paddy. Hope you're well, my darling. Big up Amelia, they're saying. Bless us, just choosing her outfit. LTL Jose says, if you feel good, help out brother on my road to 500. Sub to LTL Cockerell. How many are you on now, Jose? You must be nearly up there, surely. Let's have a little look, see where you're at. LTL, make sure as well you go over to Jess, who's in the chat as well. LTL currently on 432. Come on, 68 away. Got 76 in here. So if you haven't subbed, go and subscribe to LTL Cockerell. According to Romano, that's what he said. We need to move on Eze. Apparently United could come in for him after they sell Greenwood and Sancho. Oh my God. Next England manager, Jimbo. Who do you see it being?
I think maybe Eddie Howe.
That's who I think. But there's a few people who have mentioned possibly Pochettino. But I know this is old-fashioned. I like my England manager to be English. I don't want a foreign manager at England. That's not racist. That's just how I think it should be. You know, I know we had Sven-Goran Eriksson. We had Capella. Drula.
I know, I just saw that. That's a good shout, Drula. It could well be Potter. I'll be gutted if it is.
GBC says Frank Lampard.
Because the FA is clueless.
God, yeah, I never thought of Graham Potter. I think it all depends. I think if Eddie Howe is let go by Newcastle, and then he's an ideal choice. I think he'd be wonderful. But Paddy, behave yourself. Behave. But it all depends. If Eddie Howe is still at Newcastle, I think Graham Potter looks like the obvious choice, but that's actually quite depressing. Yeah, I'd rather have Beatrix Potter as well. Who's the better player, Elise or Eze?
I prefer Eze, but I'm not saying he's the better player. But I mean, I don't think there's. I think they're both as good as each other. But if I could choose one, I'd choose Eze.
Yeah, I think Eze's slightly better, but they're both great players. Big up, Mark Cook. Hope you're well. Yeah, exactly that. Arteta for England. I don't think Potter would be good on international level. His style is too complex. Kate, England for the English. No, I don't mean it like that. I just think an England manager should manage an English team. An Italian manager should manage the Italian team. I don't think you get the passion for the country unless it's from a fellow countryman. Do you agree with that, Jim?
Yeah, I do. I do to a certain extent. Yeah, but I mean, if they got Pep for the job, I'd be very happy. But yeah, I agree with that. That every country should have its own person managing them.
Yeah. Afternoon, all. Big up, Zombie says got Italy in the office sweepstake. Happy with that? What do you think?
Yeah,
They got an outside chance.
Well, in my sweepstake, I've got Hungary, so I prefer Italy. That's for sure.
They've always got a chance. I can't see past France, Germany, and Portugal are the three that I fancy. France number one. Germany and
Italy know how to win games, don't they? Let's be fair.
Yeah, they do. Eze. Everyone's saying Eze's better. This England team needs Harry Potter. Too cool for England. Anthony's saying, please take Arteta. I don't think you're on your own there. I'm sure Lee Gunner would. Oh, sorry, Amelia's just sprayed her perfume. It's gone right in my mouth. It's all right. A German coach won the Euros with Greece. Scolari, Brazil, won the Euros with Portugal. I know, it's just my own personal preference. I'd love to see Eddie Howe as England manager. Is in his prime. He's in his prime, so he should be performing at a high level. Kevin Keegan had passion for the English. Yeah, I'm not saying. I just don't. It's just my personal preference. It's nothing controversial. That's just how I feel. I'd take a foreign coach, but it has to be a good one. Makes sense to manage your own country. Scotland had Bertie Vogts 2002. It was Scotland manager versus Germany, his own country. Yeah,
I remember that.
Yeah, the Spanish, another team that know how to win. Big up, Stu. Hope you're well, darling. Good to see you. Dice for England.
I could see that happening as well.
Paddy says, I was 1 millimetre away from getting England in the sweepstake with Tottenham on tour yesterday. Ben almost did his magic. Thank God I got Serbia. Why can't I get excited for this tournament? It's not like me. Maybe when it kicks in, you'll start getting excited. Let's have Jimbo for England.
Yeah.
Jimbo would be a great English manager. They definitely have passion. They might not win nothing, but they'd have the passion. If Spain win the Euros, the party here will be absolutely crazy. Are you in Spain, Angus? Why did I think you was in Scotland? Don't tell lies, Paddy Hartnett. I just think it's the old-fashioned way that you have Scottish people managing the Scottish team. An England manager is an Englishman. German is managed by the German, like Klopp managing the German team. It's just how I think it is. You want an English manager, happy to have Irishmen playing the English team. I'm not happy to have Irishmen. Declan Rice, I know everyone doesn't like him. I don't like him because he plays for the Goons. So, good morning, Leo. Big up to you, homie. Angus lives in Spain. So no more swimming in Loch Ness for you. I want to see a shot winner like Greece. Let's have Scotland winning it. I want to see England win it just so that I could see them win it. Spain don't have a striker. I can't see him doing much. Jimbo would be giving the team a rollicking for not getting his predicted 12-0. That's
I
so
tell you
true.
what, if I managed some of these teams, I'd get some bollockings. I know that,
Yeah,
especially Tottenham players.
exactly that. I'm with you, Kate. I remember Capello still having nightmares. Exactly. So Jim, I'm going to ask you a random question here. When will Ange make his first signing?
I think the first signing will be in by this time next week.
So by the 21st.
Yeah.
And any idea who it'll be?
Well, I'm hoping it's going to be Eze. I think they're going to move quick to get it done.
I predict our first signing will be, well, we're the 14th of June, 1st of July.
Right.
So that's 2.5 weeks. And I think it will be, I don't think it'll be Eze. I don't think if we get him, it'll be till after the Euros, which is really annoying. But I don't think it will. I think our first signing will be someone like Morgan Gibbs White, someone like that, so that everyone can have a mini meltdown.
Okay, I didn't get any of that. You froze, or I froze.
I said I think our first signing under Ange, now the window's open, will be the 1st of July.
Right.
And I think it will be someone like Morgan Gibbs White. I don't think we'll get Eze till after the Euros. If we get him.
What was that? Ange signing what?
Will be when he signs for England.
Oh, right.
Yeah, Timo is our first. I mean, the first after the window opens. Eze said no transfer talk, wants to concentrate on the Euros. Ange won't make any signings. He will get who he's given, and he will be the scapegoat in December. It's the Levy way. Spurs have submitted a rumoured 50 million euros offer. Yeah, do you know what, Adrian? Everybody is absolutely buzzing about this guy. So I'll take him all day long. Who do I think will be Arsenal's first signing? I think it will be Osimhen. I think you'll go all out and get Osimhen, and I don't actually think that is the right guy for you. I think there's better out there for the money, but I think that will happen. Who do you think, Jim, or don't you know?
Oh, we lost Kate. You back?
Hello?
Katie.
Hello?
I don't know if that's you or me, Kate.
Hello? Can anyone hear me? Anyone in the chat? Anyone? Jim, it's you. Oh, silly ass. Yeah, I think, Angus, in answer to your question, I don't know whether I lost, that you lost me or if Jim lost me, but I think Osimhen will be Arsenal's first signing, a big signing. But that's what I see happening. He's thrown me, the silly ass. Everyone buzzing about Kubo, same as they were buzzing about Madders. Look how that's panned out. It's the same with Eze, though. We're all buzzing about Eze. This is what I said last night. I really hope it doesn't turn into another Madders where we build this guy up to be the game changer and he comes in as a bit of a flop. But we shall see. We shall see. Regardless, when we sign, Spurs fans will be happy come the end of the window. Well, 90% will be, as you will always. Yeah, there'll always be someone who moans about it. We all know. We all know. Bloody, do you know what? The internet here is poor. Not going to lie. Lee, we are out this afternoon, but try us. If we can talk, we will. But we're going out to an ice cream parlour. God, I actually am so excited because they do a big cookie dough with ice cream. Oh, my favourite. Can hear you and see you chewing. Yes, I'm eating not opal fruit, Starburst. And what's happened to Jimbo? But that's about it. Now, next week's a funny week because Monday I get my brand new car. I'm so excited. So I can't stream Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday I can't stream, Thursday I can't stream, but we'll try and be back Friday. I will. Next Friday will be my only show next week. I've got loads happening. I've got such a busy week. And then the week after we're back to normal and queries and theories and everything else will be back. But next week is a dodgy old week. Like I say, I've got to go and pick my new car up amongst other things. So Kubo could be the next Sonny. Maybe. I hope everyone enjoys the Euros tonight. Scotland, we will be calling for you. Oh, you're back, Jimbo. It was you, not me.
Sorry about that.
It's all right. You made me think it was me, and it was you.
I thought it was you.
Yeah, I saw this breaking news. Hummel's leaving Dortmund as free agent. I did see that. I was just saying we won't be back next week until next Friday because we've got a busy week.
Yeah.
But if there's any breaking news or anything, I will do some shorts. Oh my God, I've just seen Amelia's mirror's broken. That's not good.
What mirror?
This one. Look.
Is it a little one?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I've seen it broken.
She knew that.
It's bad luck. But yeah, so we'll be back next Friday. Like I say, if there's any breaking news, I will be doing some shorts. So please look out for them. If you see them, please give them a like because it all helps the channel. Big thank you to Martin Knightsbridge for the super chat. Make sure you go over and subscribe to all the other Tottenham channels and also Eltel, Jess. There's everything is there. Talk and Ball, Spurssuasion TV, Coffee Company, Three Spurs Boys, everybody. Show your support because it does help us all out and gets us out there. Thank you for joining us. Like I say, any breaking news, I will do some shorts. If not, we will be live next Friday. Jimbo, anything you want to add?
No, come on, England.
Yeah, come on, Scotland tonight. We will be cheering you on.
Yeah.
And then, of course, Sunday night is the big one. Come on, England. Have a brilliant weekend, everyone. Stay safe. And as always,
happy Father's Day to all you fathers out there on Sunday.
Yes, happy Father's Day to all the dads out there on Sunday and all the mums who are mum and dad as well.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, have a great weekend. As always, come on, you Spurs, and come on, you England.
Come on, you fucking Spurs. Come on, England.